So we've mentioned topic clusters and that word a few times now, but what is a topic cluster? What is it made up of?
Right, so if we're taking one step back from just a topic cluster, there are a few components that make up a topic cluster, right? You have a pillar page, is what we call it in our marketing lingo. And that's essentially a really big, well thought out, well planned content page on your website, or maybe a really long blog, depending on how you want to use this. And anything that your end user is trying to find about that topic is linked and written about within that one page. So it's basically the focal point of all these other content pieces that you're writing. So for example, we used remodeling as an example previously in one of our videos. So if we were going to say that the topic is remodeling, then all of these clusters of content around that would link back to remodeling and be about the topic of remodeling.
Yeah, and I kind of like to try to visualize it because it's a little bit difficult. So you've got your pillar page, which is kind of in the center of your topic cluster, and then you've got all these surrounding blog posts or pieces of content, and they're all interlinking. So the pillar page links out to each one of those articles, and the articles all link back to it. So using another example, maybe we're talking about remodeling cost. That might be your pillar page, and you're going to cover everything on costs, and then each one of the blog posts will be on, say, kitchen remodeling costs and bathroom remodeling costs and so forth. So those are the components that make up this cluster, and so it might be one pillar page and 6 to 10 cluster articles surrounding that.
Right, and so if you're thinking big picture, why would I do this? Picturing your end user getting to this page about cost. You don't know exactly what they're looking for, so you want to deliver anything they might be looking for. So they're staying on your page, they're finding your content, they're engaging with your brand, and they're really learning more about you and the topic.
Yeah, and so it's kind of that end-all be-all. If you were to cover this topic wholly, completely, and just think of it as, I'm going to create the best resource possible for this topic, then that's what you're shooting for, and that will in turn allow you to start ranking for a topic or theme versus just focusing on a keyword.
Right, so what does this all mean for ranking?
That's a good question. So we've been talking about this a lot internally because everybody always wants to know, well, what am I ranking for and what position am I ranking? So going back to another example, if we're thinking about remodeling company Dallas. So, okay, what am I ranking for that keyword? I can measure it. I'm 4, I'm 3, I'm number 1 for that. But it doesn't really tell us how much traffic we're getting or how many leads we're getting to our website. And so by using topic clusters, we can actually measure how many leads this cluster of content is delivering to us on a monthly basis. And that is much more actionable. And so you can, over time, as you build out all these clusters of content covering topics like cost and design and process, you can see which clusters are performing better in terms of a real metric like leads versus, okay, it's nice to be number 1 if you're ranking there, but what is that really doing for you at the end of the day?